Stand by for the opening night of the National Television Service.
I guess I make notes. I keep track of what place I went, how long I went, the room, and the date. I track all of that information, so if I look at a recording, I can take all of that into account.
And how much Adderall are they giving?
20 milligrams.
Maybe 15 would be enough.
So I see your point, but I try to take good recordings, and I record that information because I agree that it matters.
Well, you also have to keep in mind that you, and this is said with, like, I'm also, but, like, you are horrible at stand-up comedy, so who are you to judge even yourself?
I'm
yes, there are things
judge
that
myself.
Yes, you are. I mean, in many ways, but I'm just saying, like, you are an incredibly harsh critic and a perfectionist. You acknowledge this about yourself. Why would it be logical for you to assume you, in your incredibly biased perspective, has the facts straight when a stranger who had no motive to come up and talk to you besides making a friend who they thought might be valuable within the comedy scene? Why would you, I mean, I'm not saying why would you assume the worst of this person like you're a bad person, but, like, it can only serve to benefit you.
You asked two questions. The answer to the first one is that I'm trying to make myself happy. So if everyone else thinks I did shit and I think I did good, who gives a fuck? I enjoyed myself. I am happy.
Right.
So that is why my opinion matters the most as to how I have performed.
So
as far as the previous conversation we're having about befriending people, I agree that I'm in the wrong. I recognize that. There's nothing I could say to defend myself. Yeah. I'm just a dick. That's all it is.
Well, but I would say, like, yeah, I mean, there's this overall happiness quotient too, but there's, like, things that you can, like, I know, things that you just got to give yourself credit with. Like, I think you can use the benefit of your analytical brain that keeps track of what place you went, keeps track of your time, keeps track of audience density. Why not use that analytical brain to give yourself a little slack by rationalizing ways that you can't be as fucked up as you think you are?
I do that. That's the same. Megan was saying that, to her point, you need to stop being so hard on yourself or something along those lines. And the point I keep making to her is, I am not beating myself up.
Yeah.
This is what we were talking about last time. It's not that I'm comfortable with bombing. I dislike it. What I am saying is I do not, I don't eat myself away. I don't beat myself up about it. I can do dog shit. I can recognize that I did dog shit. I can list the reasons I did poorly, list the reasons I did well, and then not have it ruin my day. It's not like a point of view of me saying I'm horrible, I'm the worst.
Yeah.
It's not coming from that place.
No, okay, so, well, that's much more fair then, because, like I was telling you, but it's like I mean, just in the vein that it's just as irrational to assume that you are in the best 1% of comedians with your experience level as you are in the worst 1% of comedians.
That's another conversation we're having. She kept saying, I showed her a recording of myself, and I said I did poorly. She said, well, it's your third time. And my whole point was, so what? And to her point, I get you do good taking into consideration X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
Whereas I look at it as whether or not I did good, period. And this kind of goes into our conversation about, do you think it's harder for a straight white guy to make certain types of jokes? And you were looking at it from a more analytical point of view of it's harder because you have to take more things into consideration. Whereas I look at it as either the joke is good or not, and maybe as that type of person, you have to have a better joke, but that doesn't take away from the fact that either it's a good joke or it's not a good joke.
So I was thinking about this point that you made to me the other day, and I was thinking about how it shows itself more for me on the other side. So, well, I take your meaning that if a joke is obviously a joke and people are having fun, people will continue to have fun, people won't feel assaulted or bullied because of a joke as long as everyone's having fun.
Sorry. Look right.
But no, it's pretty heavily carbonated. But like, if you were, I was thinking more about your point about funny or not on the right side, where I feel like boundaries are, I don't want to say more blurred, but like the left.
The right side, okay.
Well, in terms of politics, like
Gotcha.
the left side, which I'm very heavy on, as you know, the left
heavy on
side
what now?
has a lot of like, I'm heavy on every side, whatever side I'm on. We're stopping. We're giving a full.
Keep going.
We're giving
you didn't
a
have
full,
to stop talking.
No, I do. We're giving a full 10-second stop
No, I
to
didn't.
you're heavy to whatever side you're on. Sink back into your hole, you piece of shit.
I was just trying to.
Now, you added nothing and you're bad. Now.
Oh, I thought I was gonna burp again. That would have been
Two.
great.
Oh, my poor banana. I find it shows its head more on the right side, at least for me, because I feel like left side crowds, you definitely have more things that just don't even touch, which again, I subscribe to this ideology. It's like, don't even, if you're white and straight, don't even talk about race. Don't even talk about sexuality unless it directly applies to you. Those kind of things. I feel like on the right side, it's a little wavier, even though the rules are still kind of clear, but Republicans just aren't as like sensitive about what you joke about. In terms of at least crowd makeup, let's at least say that. But like, I found that is it good enough is easier to demonstrate on the right side, because I have a lot of smarmy liberal guy jokes that will fall flat in the wrong room, and I realize that's because I'm getting too many laughs out of support. I'm not actually making a very funny joke. I'm just making a point that I agree with, and if I'm in the right room, everyone else agrees with it too, and they all laugh along with me because we have the same mindset. But if I'm in the wrong room in front of a more conservative or, politically neutral crowd, I'm not going to do as well with it because people aren't as like, smarmy liberal elite as I am. So I guess what I'm saying is like, I have realized that for myself, that a lot of my left-leaning jokes that do better on a college campus, in a bar in the middle of downtown Bellingham, or in a bar on Capitol Hill, those jokes aren't necessarily good, they just work for the room. And I think it's easier to kind of talk about that like good versus bad joke. Talk about it on the right side.
I'm sorry. She's recording you talking with your hands, and it made me break. I caught that out of the corner of my eyes, and I was trying to respectfully listen. And it was so disrespectful of her to do that. I was fucked up. What the two of you did, I was not okay.
No, but
he was pouring his heart out, trying to call himself out. You fuckers had to focus on his hands. God.
You told me to get funny.
No, it's funny, but god damn, the man's trying. Fuck.
Distracts me.
No,
it's totally like
see, I cede to a female comedic perspective. I just, have your moment, please. Please, go ahead, Lily. I support you. Fuck.
Yeah, what makes it worse too? It's like a total alley-oop moment where like Lily's like, "Hey Megan, check this shit out," and then Megan's like, "Oh, this is good." like Lily's like, "Hey, this is funny," and then Megan's just like, "Oh, dude, you're totally right." The world needs to see this.
I was really just glad because you had mentioned like, oh, you should signal, but
Oh, it was good.
she read my mind. Like I was just like, I'm so
I'm
glad.
watching it. I'm like, yes, I like this.
Like,
Look, I have so many camera angles. They all look the same, but you zoom in on that yellow banana. That's beautiful. Look at that. Fantastic.
I'm watching it with the camera delay, so I hear, it's like the reverse lightning where I hear it and then it appears.
I totally fucked. I'm sorry, I ruined that.
No,
fuck
you're
it. They ruined. I defended you. I'm on team
Thank you,
Julian.
Zach.
Art.
It is called art. This is.
Here, Lily, take this. Catch it.
You want to hear the joke I thought
I was
of?
so good at
Go,
it.
hit me.
You
Okay.
thought I got it well.
You didn't catch shit. Okay, so how is exactly this? Okay, I'm gonna open. How should I say this? I want to open up a laundromat called Bukkake, so that our tagline can be like, "Finish your loads here."
The muted laughter, like, you're not going to believe this when I say that's really good.
I know.
Because that didn't sound like a that's really good. We were just talking
very
about
proud.
this. Okay, I'm glad you're happy with it. You are correct to be that amount of happy about that joke.
I was trying. Can you think of a better tag for? I was thinking like finish your loads here. Best place finish your loads fast, or like finish the most loads here, or we finish loads.
I don't know, something about like,
Come on
our
my face.
laundromat, we can handle 5 times the amount of cleanup on your sheets or something like that. But that's more of just like
the pun
an
of load, I
actual
think,
business promotion. The pun of loads is loads is too good to pass up. I completely
Right, but can you think of a better way of finish your load here? Finish your loads here is probably better because bukkake's, more than one.
We specialize in wet loads. I don't know.
Maybe I nailed it.
I think first try. It's rare, but
Right.
you did it.
If you think of a better one, let me know. But yeah, something about a laundromat called bukkake. You know how that happened today? I drove past a laundromat, and it like their sign said like per. Oh, I'm not even gonna remember now. Never mind. I shouldn't have started this sentence. It was something completely like not monogamous. That's not the right word.
Yeah.
What's it called when you don't fuck someone? Help me.
Abstinence.
No. There's like a word when like platonic. It was
platonic,
it was
yes.
completely platonic, but I like misread it, and I was like, those dirty bitches, and then I reread it, and it wasn't that at all, and I was like, oh, that'd be good. Like, it wasn't even my joke. I thought someone else made the joke, and I was like, score. This worked out. What was
That's pretty sick.
last time after we stopped recording, you said that you and Lily had like a hypothetical scenario idea.
Oh, right. That was Lily. It was you had an idea. Was it how would you disappear? Is what it was, right?
What?
So let's say that you are like in Breaking Bad. You need to call up the vacuum cleaner
boy?
vacuum boy to get out of town. Or you commit a murder.
That's what
you
I call
commit
my
bank
gay
fraud.
boyfriend. No, okay, sorry.
Well, what I think
I call him Dyson.
Vince Gilligan,
That'd be a
who
cool
created
name.
the X-Files.
Hold on, let's play with this for a second.
or
I'm joking.
He didn't create the X-Files. He was a writer on the X-Files. He was the creator of Breaking Bad. He got laid off from X-Files, and he was thinking of other careers, and he couldn't get any writing jobs. And he was like, oh, well, he joked with his friend, oh, what if I started selling meth? And he was like, oh, well, how would I actually, need to go about doing that? Like, if I actually, hypothetically, what situation would I be in where I would actually do that? And he's like, well, I would need to be pretty sick and all this stuff. So my thought how would you, what situation would make you need to disappear, and how would you do it? Like, if you had to go completely off the grid, start a new life, or like you committed a
What
heinous
situation
crime.
would make me have to disappear?
Yeah.
No, it's not what situation. It's like how would you?
Oh, well, that's not
What's
what
the
she asked. She
process?
brought up two questions.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
The second question is optional, but mainly I'm just curious, how do you think you could feasibly disappear?
I fucking hate disappearing. Like,
Yeah.
once you disappear, you can't interact with society normally.
Well, you
that's
can't
the number
interact
one thing
with
that bums
anyone
me
in
out.
your old life. Is the
Not-
biggest.
Not
deal.
even that. Julian, look at what we're doing right now. Couldn't do this.
No, you certainly
Couldn't
could.
do anything. Bless
Well, you could damn near. I mean, what is it? Honestly, I think if we said like, "Oh, hi, my name's Julian Thompson. I'm DB Cooper," like, I think the odds of the right person seeing that are kind of like, obviously, you're like, invested in promoting this as much as possible. So, like, I agree. It would be like, you couldn't do it and feel safe. I feel like you could probably get away with it for way longer than you think. And the other thing to that, I would say, you don't have to stay out of society. Like, you could definitely like, if you just fuck off and become like, a restaurant owner in the middle of like buttfuck nowhere, Nebraska, like, it's not, I think the odds of someone who's looking for you, unless you are like Osama bin Laden, are like minimal that someone's ever going to find you, as long as you don't make an effort to publicize yourself. And even if you did publicize yourself, if you used a new name, had a new identity, I still don't think that would be a full stop.
There's different levels to this game. You have to tell us whether or not in this scenario, are you on Interpol's list? Like, how deep are you? Is it like?
Let's just say you right now, you drop everything. You as
I
Zack,
need to disappear
You need
from
to-
who?
your life. Like, let's say
Anybody who knows me
yeah,
right
fine.
now?
Like you committed a murder or something.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
So let's say
Do
you
people
committed a
know
murder.
that I committed the murder?
Not yet. No. They might.
Are they going to know, or is it just going to
How-
look really suspicious?
You hit a drunk driver with your car at an intersection that you know is a camera.
I hit a drunk
You
driver.
hit
I
a
am a drunk driver?
pedestrian while
There you go.
drunk driving at an intersection you know has a camera and they're dead.
Well, in that scenario, you know what you do? You just drive away, get out of your car, and walk away for a bit. No, because then I mean, you'd say your car is stolen, maybe.
But if you don't say it far enough in advance, I mean, I suppose depending on what time
Immediately
of night
call
it
the
is.
police.
Now it's a motive. Now you say if you knew in advance, then you were planning to kill them.
Well, no, but now you've got to. No,
guess
but I
it
was
is
just
murder.
saying on the other, like if you call the police and say my car was stolen, and then your car is found being driven drunk at 2 a.m. and hits a person, they probably won't assume that it's you if they went to your house and they saw that your car was gone. But again, it's like that's all motive for people who you
but
know.
let's-
For
let's-
strangers, it's like we know about people who you know versus strangers.
Yeah.
So it's.
Remember earlier when I said that I need to stop overthinking things on this show?
Was this a bad topic to stop you from that?
I mean, I just need to eliminate variables from the question. Okay, so there's a camera that picks up your car. Does it get your license plate?
Get your license plate.
Okay, so it is your car.
It is your car.
Okay, it is your car that hits a person. Let's just say they see your face on the camera.
Let's say they see
let's
your face on the
remove plausible
Even
deniability
if they
from that.
didn't, nobody's there to vouch for your alibi.
Who gives a fuck? You could still argue, right? That is still. I'm removing
arguable,
the
yes.
option from my question. You get out of the car and you make eye contact.
There
with
is
this camera.
as hard of
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
evidence
yeah,
as
I
you
got you, I
could
got you.
have against you
I
for
got you. Your fingerprints are on the gun.
for third degree murder.
Okay, and so you need to disappear from this scenario. I don't think that you could live. I don't think you could safely live in America. I think you would have to
I
leave the country.
disagree with that. I don't.
Wasn't there was a motherfucker that like raped someone and then did like a blood test because he was dying from leukemia or something, and then they caught him.
Yeah,
Like
but
40 years later.
that's a really like most rape kits in the system have not been processed.
Okay, but this is video of you killing a dude.
No, I agree that there's harder evidence, but I still don't think they put you out on like a full sweep. Like, there are limited resources. Like, there are unsolved murders every single day in New York City.
Yeah,
I'm
because
willing
they
to
don't
bet you
have
some of
video
those
the
people.
dude. If they have
I don't
video,
think we live in
your
that much of a
family
surveillance
identifies
state.
you. Julian, you just said that the camera caught them.
No, I'm saying the
what's your
camera
argument?
caught you. I'm saying so the camera catches you. You are guilty. People know that Zachary
Okay.
Whitsitt is guilty. The person who is this house is currently being rented to is guilty. I would say
You're saying that you won't get caught
if you
after
move
you
to
move across
a
the country.
new place, if you assume a new identity, like so obviously if you buy a plane ticket in your name, they will know, okay, this person has bought a plane ticket. If you can find a way to identify yourself differently in a way that's strong enough to buy a plane ticket and get a new credit card or a new money system, yeah, I don't think they'll catch you. You don't have a tracker in you, and we don't have like facial. It's not like if you go from Washington to Florida, it's not like a traffic camera is going to pick you up walking by. It's not like a police officer in Florida will have been informed of your murder in
gotcha.
Seattle, Washington. Like, yeah.
Okay, so
And again, we're
I-
talking about a
either-
stranger here, so that's way easier to get away with. Well, I mean, no, that's way easier to have. They know it's you, so that's
it
moot.
doesn't matter. I mean, maybe there's less spite. You, I mean, I guess you would either have to fabricate documentation that makes you a different person, or you'd have to live your life like an undocumented immigrant.
Yeah, which is obviously like feasible for people. I mean, not feasible like it's bad, but like people do it undetected, probably until they die. Yeah.
The fuck was the question?
How would you disappear?
Okay, just how? Okay, I'm gonna move past this part. Fuck. Okay, so either you live.
Who do you contact to get a new identity?
If I had a new identity, no one, Julian.
No. I know not who do you contact who do you contact to get a new identity? Like I'm thinking the how. You just Google it. Just Google until you find the right person who's going to mail you something in a P.O. box tomorrow.
Well,
like, what do you
temporarily,
do?
all you need is a fake ID.
Yeah.
You go to any college campus.
That's a good starting place.
Dog, I think I would just leave the country. Fuck that. I'd go disappear into some like Southeast Asian country where you could just exist openly without having to worry about anything at all.
So you would
South America.
choose to try and make it to a country that had no extradition to the United States. is what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
even worried about that. I'd move to a country where there's a next to 0% chance that anyone's going to be looking for me.
I think there's just as next to zero that they'll be looking for you across the. I mean, again, if you do something horrible and your face is on the news, then
Right.
it's harder.
I could get on the news in Thailand, and no one's gonna be like, "Oh, that guy killed my brother."
No, I'm just saying, how would you be caught? Like, the police officers in the local area don't know your
in
face.
America?
The citizens don't know your face. The cameras, it's way too expensive to get
Well,
every single
actually,
camera
I'd
in this
have
fucking
to leave
country.
the country. So many people have my the government has my fingerprints.
Government also has my fingerprints.
Oh wait, okay. Well, yeah, I'd have to flee the country.
Yeah. No,
Because I get arrested for any reason. They take me and scan my fingers. And I know things aren't connected perfectly, but I have a feeling they'd figure it the fuck out.
Okay, so you are correct that if you break a tail light, or you get into like a fight at a bar that wasn't your fault. They bring you in, they fingerprint you, then it's you. Totally right.
Yeah.
Or like you said, you're at the hospital and they have DNA. I don't know if they don't think they have your DNA.
They've taken I've done a blood panel, so.
Oh, really? Okay, so yeah, they do have your DNA.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, you could go into the
I guess
hospital.
that answers to me. I would have to leave the country, Lily. Too many
That's a
people have
really
my
interesting point.
information.
So you're right, but to make it worth it, you have to leave the country to a place with comparable medical coverage. Because otherwise, why not just stay here and not go to the doctor?
Why not stay here and not go to the doctor? Because I could get pulled over for something like.
You're not going to do your blood work when you get arrested. They'll take
They'll
urine
take my
test.
fingerprints.
Yeah, fucking
Yes.
burn them off.
Okay, I'll stay in America and burn off my fingerprints. Problem solved. I'm not doing that.
No, I'm just saying, no, you make a good point that, with your fingerprints, so that's if you get arrested for something.
I'm a big overthinker. I don't know if I could be happy in America.
Well,
I would be Saul Goodman up until he starts committing crimes again.
Well, I'm thinking, I don't know. So if you want to go somewhere with non-extradition to the United States.
I'm not even worried about maybe, okay, this is, God, I don't even want to, never mind, I'm not saying
So I'm saying, for example, let's say you could go to Canada, you could be out of the country, but obviously they extradite to the United States. People are flight risks to Canada. I'm sure it happens. I'm sure they're used to it. You could go to anywhere in the European Union, same difference. They extradite to the United States, most of the places. I don't know a country by country list. I'm sure there's some
You
Eastern
think a
European
drug
places that
cartel
don't.
would hire me as a translator? Just the white guy in the cartel? Isn't there a Dave Chappelle bit every
That's Bill
black person-
Burr. That's Bill Burr. That's
No, it's a Dave Chappelle joke.
Well, I'm thinking of the one where it's
Everybody needs a
if there
white
was just
friend.
one white guy in every group,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
you
different
gotta get that thing registered, man. That's a Bill Burr joke. I can hear it telling it. I can hear him telling it in
That
my
is
head.
a different joke.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle's joke is every I don't even know what the fuck he says. Every black guy needs a white friend to talk to the police or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So I could be the translator just because I'm thinking I've always thought it would be fun to be a criminal, right?
I'm
But
sure you could be a
don't-
mule.
I don't like the permanence of the events that go on in your life in that type of work, right? But if I already killed a dude, things are going south. Maybe I take a hard turn on some serious. Maybe I just go. Maybe I start killing more. No, but you could go. I mean,
have fun with it. Turn it into lemonade. Stabbing motherfuckers.
Yeah, I wouldn't take healthcare or anything. I don't know. I would. My mind. You're asking me what I would do to disappear. My mind immediately goes to leaving the country and going to some non-European country.
Okay. Would you? So
Oh, you know what the move? Never mind, it's a bad move. You could be one of those white people that like sneaks into North Korea and like does North Korean propaganda and get treated like a king for a few years before you realize it sucks and you can't leave and you're scared.
That'd be a fun last few years.
Be friends with the dictator. That's the move. Play some basketball.
It would actually, yeah. I mean, you get to hear shit from the movies, I guess. Like he'd be like, "Bring the girls in," and you'd be like, "Oh shit, really?" And then you would get, you would be trapped in North Korea.
Yeah, right.
So that's the downside.
Then you make one off-brand comment, and they all just kind of look at you.
You're like, "Boy, I sure am hungry."
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that. I was thinking like insulting.
Hey, Kim, you got something on your shirt.
Oh my God! Thank God that was off camera. You did it again.
Get out of there! Get out of there! That's what I was saying.
This time he had one finger up. No.
I had one finger up the entire time. You're gonna let this man.
I'm not a liar, Julian.
One finger, motherfucker. It's so thick you probably didn't see it. One
Okay,
finger.
I'll take that
And
argument.
out to the side.
I'll take that argument.
It's, have you seen that meme?
Your face like way too much. I can't.
I'm sitting comfortably.
Okay, I'm just letting you know that you're covering your mouth a lot and it's weird. I can't see your face on camera.
Okay, I'm being genuine right now.
We don't all want to see his face.
All right.
Can you see my face now? That was dumb. I'm embarrassed.
We should get into the habit of like whenever we want it.
Handsome arms. Cross your arms. It's very nice.
We always want to like interrupt each other. So I feel like this would be a good way to interrupt each other. I know, right? Just slam it down. Just right in front of the other person while they're in the middle of this. That's just my turn. That didn't make as satisfying of a noise.
That doesn't sound fun. I don't like this idea. I'm keeping this banana over here.
Okay.
You've done enough.
Nurse
hey.
it back to health.
It actually makes perfect sense. I didn't even realize that. This is awesome.
And on that one, that's the closer, folks. Good night.
It matches the color green.
No, it's because monkeys.
That's awesome.
Because they like bananas.
Yeah.
That's like a big guy. Just eating bananas all day.
How would you disappear, Julian? Mr. I'd stay in America.
I didn't necessarily say I would stay in America. I
You're
said
doing a good job arguing for it.
I said it's.
Just say I'm right next time.
I think it's just as likely that. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying I wouldn't stay in America because I don't know. Would I enjoy it more somewhere else? Maybe. Like if I'm disappearing, why not check off some other boxes on where I want to live? You know.
I thought you were about to say something
Like if
else.
I'm already making a
I thought you were
move.
about to say, might as well check off a couple boxes. I guess it's kind of the
Like
same
no,
joke
it's like I'm
already.
already
More crimes.
breaking my lease.
I already
I'm
killed one dude.
already.
I've got a couple people I hate. Like,
Already
fuck it.
killed one dude. They know it's me. Let's just turn this thing into a spree and order one hell of a last meal.
Let's turn it into a spree and claim insane. People be like, dude, could you imagine you kill one person, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta plead insanity. You start stabbing people.
What? So kill one person. You know that's 30 years of my life gone. Kill 5 people. I get a free raspberry tort, and I don't have to go to work ever again.
I think. Hold on. Is that someone? I might have jacked someone's joke. But is it? Oh no. Maybe I'm. Wow. I think I'm thinking of a Stalin quote. Like you kill one person, it's a tragedy. You kill 10,000, it's a statistic. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Never mind. Move on. I thought I was thinking of something else. Sorry.
You know, there's this really funny guy.
It's really, dude, really inspirational.
Oh.
Big in the public speaking world.
Joey Stalin.
Yeah,
So
Joey.
Joey Stalin, he's talking to me and he's saying, I'm not in any of the photos, by the way, because, you know, Stalin.
Oh,
Yeah, because he had that one you
Yeah,
raised
yeah,
that guy
yeah.
for. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Fuck it, yeah. Great joke.
that was just my thought process, dog.
No, but I'm saying like, you identified that Stalin quote as a joke. It takes a type, you know.
What?
I'm just saying you're kind of like, you know, you're kind of like Mel Gibson right now.
I think that's an insult.
I mean, you know, not if you like Mel Gibson.
Is that
Which
the guy,
you
is that the
could.
guy that Levy likes? Doesn't he like someone racist and like he gets upset every time he does something racist? But like he really likes his movies.
Levy
Am I
is
thinking
so.
of the wrong person?
No. Levy was saying. Levy, as a Jewish American, was saying that he believed Mel Gibson's apology. Mel Gibson, I don't know if you know how much you know about Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's a super fundamentalist Christian. He incorporates that into a lot of his movies, and he's been heavily criticized for, like, he has said in the past that he thinks that Judaism is, like, morally opposed to Christianity.
Okay.
And that they're like, and kind of implied things like the Jews killed Jesus. There's like a South Park episode about it.
Okay.
But so Mel Gibson and Levy has said that Mel Gibson has said all these things and then famously kind of like apologized. And it's kind of a famous apology because he kind of chokes himself up in the middle of it. A lot of people don't believe it's like a real apology. But Levy says he believes it's a genuine apology, and Levy forgives Mel Gibson on behalf of Jewish Americans.
So it was Mel Gibson.
It could have been Mel Gibson, yeah. There's a lot of people who Levy likes, who he just likes.
Is Mel Gibson
Levy men thought, I don't care, he's not here. Fuck it. Levy men thought O.J. Simpson for a non-insignificant amount of time. We've set him straight now, folks. But Levy men thought, full name, Levy Nathaniel Men, thought O.J. Simpson was innocent for like the longest time. Now, granted, you two believe in like all sorts of awful shit about like underground cities and like water like damage and like how like fuck you. But like basically like
It's a little different. I think Atlantis is
saying
fun.
it is
OJ's innocent.
exactly the same thing that you believe. No, of course it's way different. But yeah, he did for not an insignificant amount of time believe that O.J. Simpson was innocent.
Is Mel Gibson an old? Is he really old? Is he like 90 something?
No.
No.
You're
Okay.
thinking
There's
of
a different
of
person.
maybe Don Rickles.
Nope. Nope. Not Don Rickles.
Who just has like, well, he has venerability as comedians. Well, he's also dead now, yes. So it's like,
This person is old. Fuck. Wait, I think he had something to do with Spaceballs.
Are you talking about Woody Allen? Not, I know it's
No,
not.
that was a rape thing.
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks, maybe. What was the other person? Who's the guy that we were just saying? The guy Braveheart?
Oh, Mel Gibson, yeah.
Mel Gibson and Mel Brooks. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. There's the, yeah. I actually, as a kid, thought those two guys were the same person, too.
Oh, you know who I thought was the same person? Was I thought Billy Ray Cyrus was Miley Cyrus's dad.
He is.
Oh, what did I say? I said someone else
Are
that
you
wasn't
kidding
Billy Ray
me?
Cyrus.
I thought that what's his name? Kid something.
Kid Rock?
Kid Rock was Billy Ray Cyrus. That's what it was.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I thought
They
Kid
kinda
Rock
look
is Billy Ray
similar.
Cyrus. Wait, is Kid Rock not
Kid
her
Rock-
dad?
No, Kid Rock shot up a bunch of Bud Light, and you were like, Billy Ray Cyrus fired up a bunch of Bud Light. I was like, that doesn't make
That's
sense.
not her dad?
No.
No, they're two different people.
No shit.
Look, I got Mel Gibson.
He's realizing it all over again just for you guys. Just
Oh, you drag it to your second monitor.
Okay.
This is exciting.
Mel Gibson.
Oh, nope.
Shoot.
What'd you just switch the
Small.
program to?
There we go.
It's a black screen.
I didn't switch it to anything.
Yeah, you did. You're recording.
this
a
is the
black
kind of
screen.
screen Mel Gibson doesn't
No,
like.
you didn't.
Which one is the...
Megan, it's a super source.
No, it was 8.
It's a super source.
It was 8.
It's a super. Megan, I am telling you, as the person who built everything in this room,
It's 8.
it is a super.
Zach, you're a super source of cum up top.
I'm showing you Mel Gibson.
Up top.
Megan,
There he is.
hit the super source buttons. I am factually telling you that's not. Oh, you know the split screen between the two of us.
You're telling me my boy Zacky Firehose isn't going to give me a high five over how much cum he's
I
able to
understand.
produce?
That is the HDMI input. I'm talking about like where it has us in the corners. Okay,
Yeah,
You
that's
see-
a super source for your computer.
it's for that computer too.
I don't know how to do that.
Press the super source buttons until it works. There you go. And then hit the panda. Panda. Woo!
I did it, guys.
We did it! Take me to the hotel. Oh, wait, how's that go?
So you all
Fireball?
heard when I said that you were a super
wasn't
source.
listening.
I said you're a real super source of cum, and then I reached across the table to give my boy Zacky Firehose a high five.
It's not happening.
No, I wanted to take it off.
The sock?
Yeah, show everyone your little Piggly Wigglies.
We're not doing that.
I've had enough of this.
Big toe, little toe?
Big toe and little toe.
We get a radio station.
I would how much of value can they be broadcast? I was legitimately
radio?
thinking, like, depending on how much power
You know what'd
it
be
costs them
fucking
to run
cool?
the station, is to
Bro.
broadcast a radio
Let's
show.
figure out how to broadcast this on, like, is it CB or CV? CB, right? On CB radio and just get a pure fan base of, like, truckers. Dude, that'd be so cool. Like, a legitimate, like, handheld. It'd be fucking useless, but it'd be so fun. It'd be so fun.
That would be pretty cool. So do you just keep
Just to say, we couldn't do it. We need a big-ass antenna. I'm serious, I'd get, like, called out. We could not. I'd have to be on, like, the top floor of this apartment.
No, I'm just thinking about that. We should just go into various radio stations, show them this clip to show like how motivated we are and stuff. And then we just record
wanna
it
do
for
that.
them. We just literally give them a fucking CD, Zach. We give them a CD and they play it on the radio and we're in everyone's car.
That's like every
We
rapper's
can't swear
plan.
though, or we have to. Oh
That's
yeah.
like every rapper's, I'm gonna hand them a CD, my life's gonna change, dog. They just need to hear me, and then they'll understand. Your thought process is like the same as like every New York City rapper. You need to try a little harder, dog.
No, come on. Yeah, I need to try hard because I'm repping West Coast.
That was embarrassing.
Well,
I'd be embarrassed if I
because
were
I'm
you.
so easily sunburnt.
What? No.
Oh, no.
It's just the words. I forgot what we were talking about. The fuck were we talking about? What's going on? What are we doing? Who are we?
Radio show.
Antenna?
Antenna.
The fuck were we talking about? Did you space out too?
Oh, Zach, what you should do is if you need
Oh,
to
Mel Gibson.
if you need to build an antenna, you should do it like Ed, and Eddie would. You know, like out of a bunch of like scraps and planks and boxes, and it kind of tilts forward and tilts backward. It climbs all the way up.
You remember that was one of the ideas to have on the set was just to have like an antenna in the background or something. It would look dumb now that like I see what the
I was
finished
gonna
product
say, you
looks like.
figured out how to get on our roof pretty quick.
Well, no, it's more like the I don't know. I don't even.
Dude, you're like a bloodhound for mischief, man. You came, like, motherfucker walked into my door. He's like, I found out how to get on the roof. Julian, I know you've only lived here for like 72 hours, but guess what? There's this like rickety wooden ladder and the roof is mostly flat. So we could like sit up there for a while.
Did he do that?
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did. He's like, I was just on the roof. And I was like,
I like roofs.
It's like that. I like trains.
I like
guy.
trains.
I like trains.
I like running trains.
Oh my goodness.
Right, because of all the cum you produce from earlier.
Yeah. Except we high fived for mine. We didn't high five for yours.
Because I'm not a dick. So yeah.
Ready?
Oh wow.
What's that?
High five.
What's that? Your thing didn't get a high five either.
No.
Oh.
Don't actually high five. Just look at the camera.
Look at the camera.
Oh God. I was dumb also. I hit my two things. I planned on bringing up your thing and then telling that bukkake
Oh,
joke.
I have a closer. Megan, I'm gonna send. No, wait, this is too much.
We still have 23 minutes.
Okay. I sent Zach a video. I don't know if you watched it, but it was so stupid.
didn't
It's
watch
like
it.
worth talking about.
Fuck, that's right. I didn't set up the TV or anything. So like
So no, it's okay. We can see.
we can't hear the audio.
It does not need audio. Oh,
Okay. You know what we could do? Oh, this will be really. Can we?
You want me to pull it up?
She could pull it up on the computer, and then I could quickly change the super source so that it's the computer screen and then the mobile camera, and then we could just record our faces. That's dumb. I don't want to do that.
No,
Let's just stand right in front of that camera.
I just think just do the super source and just
Source it, yeah.
yeah. Megan, I'm sending you a link on Facebook rather.
Oh, she's not logged in to anything.
Oh, okay. Then wait. Here, I'll send it to Zach.
Fucking roasted. Be really. I mean, I guess I could just edit it out.
Where's your...
Oh yeah.
If you accidentally bring it up.
Okay, so it's like she. Yeah.
No,
It's the most recent
She's
thing
gonna
that
find out I'm
I've
cheating
sent
on her
to
right now. I'm
Zach.
like, no, Julian, don't.
Why wouldn't? No, Zach. Come on. We can all go into your messenger. Let's go.
Ah, shit.
Oh, your
copy and paste
cousin
it.
Veronica. Oh man, that would have been
Megan, no,
embarrassing.
is that's copy and paste it into the other. Great, now I have to edit. Fuck me. Now you see how it's still on the screen? Let's change that.
You guys are just being recorded by.
This is a bad idea. We're not watching this.
This is a great video. I promise you, it's worth it just to have our faces side by side.
Oh,
this video
this
is
is
like
a
an amazing.
TikTok.
It's a great. If we comment on it well, I like it a lot.
Is this good for you?
Is it not? Does it not have all my saved tabs on the
does not
computer?
have all
All
your
right,
saved
then we're good. I don't have anything that weird, but like I'm not risking it.
I'll start a Facebook so you can actually just send me things.
Can you build pipe bomb with PVC pipe?
Hit a Control Z
Why?
because it'll make it bigger. Oh, am I wrong? Is it the
No,
plus sign?
it's
Control
a
plus? Shift plus.
no. I'm saying it's a vertical video, so it's not good.
Oh,
It
you
looks
motherfucker.
widescreen, but it's not. It's
Yeah,
vertical.
whatever. I think it's already ruined.
Well, the momentum is ruined, but
Fucking
this
curse.
video is still solid.
Okay.
All right, let's pretend for a TikTok.
Okay, so Zach.
Oh, that snake totally has legs! Oh my gosh! This is incredible! AI's taking over!
This is a funny use of our human potential to me, okay? I'm sorry. This is a very funny way that, like, someone thought of that, had a whole robotics team at their back who was willing to execute their will, and, like, it has no practical application. Okay, I talk like a roboticist or whatever the fuck when I say that. I'm not. Okay, but, like, what? They gave a snake legs. That's bananas.
The snake's got legs!
Motherfucker.
just keep saying the snake has legs for like 30 seconds, and then I'll make 10,000 people watch it. They don't have a choice.
Okay, wait, let's
The
start.
internet's awesome.
Let's start.
Let's start. Okay.
Motherfucker's got legs!
He's got legs! What a ridiculous thing to do to a snake!
What a fucking world do we live in where it's like, yeah, I'll build that. Like, what?
Yeah, like, they give the snake legs, and everyone's like, wow, but I take off a dog's legs, and everyone's like, what?
Yeah, it's like, would you like some legs, sir? It's like, I certainly would. It's
I think
like
that's enough.
a snake joke.
And
I think it's cool.
TikTok. God, I'm gonna be embarrassed to put that on the internet.
Well, Zach, no, but here's the thing.
I'll do like MLG, like edits. Yeah, it's fine.
Our most viewed TikTok.
I still haven't really watched the video.
Our most viewed TikTok is that, like, we're seeing, like, a woman
try to
fill up,
fly.
like, a plastic bag with gasoline.
With gas, yeah, during COVID.
Well, maybe that's our highest like ratio or something like that. But it's
up there.
It's
That
one
one
of
is
our
up
more
there.
popular ones. And I thought that content was just pretty low level.
It's dog shit, but it works.
It's just us. So that's why I said this. It's like, here's a video that's good, that's like funny to watch by itself. And we're also here.
Next time,
know?
next time I'll find a way to set it up so it's better. But yeah, seriously, get like 5 of those, and then we'll just put those on TikTok, and it works. It's dog shit. It's not funny. It's not cool, but it works.
But
you know what I
people
mean?
will
Like,
come back, and then they'll come back and they'll see, like, oh, they're really authentic. Like, they know it doesn't work, even though that's why I'm here. So
I'm here to trick you. You've been punked, bro.
Here.
Fucking dumbass. You watch TikTok. Probably should have been in bed getting to work. I just turned into an alpha male. We fucking broke. You watching TikTok, you broke bitch.
Okay, so Zach, if it were me, and I was the snake, right? That is exactly what I would do, that is exactly what I would do. I would just grow legs. I'm like, hey, all you fucking losers, slithering around over here. I'm gonna grow legs. I'm gonna
Julian,
fuck your
I
snake
have a
girl,
really funny
okay?
joke.
I'm gonna get my snake penis all over her leathery snake eggs. I'm gonna fuck her.
Julian, all I'm saying is Spider-Man's been real quiet since they gave that snake legs. Dr. Octagon? No, I thought it was funny. It's like the Voldemort version of like. No? Okay.
No,
Okay.
No.
I thought it was funny.
no, man, no.
They gave a man more arms. They gave a snake some arms.
Okay, I see.
Like in Spider-Man.
No, okay, I see what you're saying, but Spider-Man doesn't actually have additional. Well, I guess he
No,
does.
Doctor. I'm gonna fuck this. I've been avoiding saying the Doctor Octopus.
Dr. Octopus.
Doc Ock.
Or Dr. Octopus. Both of these are.
Doctor Octopus.
I mean, no, Megan, that was the same kind of bullshit reason that Zack corrects people for. So, like, I get that it was cathartic for you, but for me, it just slowed everything down. So yes, Dr. Octopus, also known as Doc Ock.
Sorry, I've been trying to think of a Doc Ock
He
plus.
also has like a lizard.
Way to
What
cut
you-
off my
So
fucking.
what you're thinking
I'm gonna
of,
Tony Hinchcliffe your
Zach,
ass.
what you're thinking of is from
Thanks,
another Hey
stepping on
Gen
my
Z,
very
bet
funny-
you don't remember this meme. What you're thinking of is the Lazar collection with Dr. Octagonopus.
Oh.
Blah.
And I was trying to think of like a Dr. Ock. Yes, I was trying to think of a Doc Ock / like John and Kate +8 joke. I couldn't make it happen in time.
John, are those the Duggars?
It is the Duggars.
That is the
Duggars.
John and A plus. What? That's not the Duggars. Those are two different
Yeah,
families.
you're the John
Oh.
and Kate plus it's
Is John and Kate? No, okay.
I don't know.
Not the same. The John and Kate plus 8 are the ones that have like the quintuplets.
Oh, that's right.
The
Now
Duggars
I'm thinking
touched each other.
Is that 8?
The Duggars is 13 kids counting. You're right. Yes, 13.
No. Michael Phelps was the one who won all those Olympic swimming medals. Hitler was the one who killed all those guys. Like, that's just what I
That was good. That was good. I liked it. That was good.
The Duggars, you know, they had the boys fucking the girls. It was bad. But, like, you know, who you're thinking of is the discoverer of penicillin, Jonas Salk. That's the polio vaccine. Never mind. No one was going to call me out, but it is the polio vaccine.
I don't know if I want to say this, but it might be interesting. Do you also get like scared anytime like a phrase that references a group of people ends with ER? Like every time you said Duggars, I kind of cringed a little bit. Is that just a me thing? I get really uncomfortable anytime it's.
Oh, Duggar is their name, so
Yeah,
maybe
I know,
with that,
but, like-
I get so if you were just to say Duggar sounds like a slur, yeah, you know, you don't need to I think you painted with too broad of a brush there. Yes, Zach, Duggar does sound like a slur for minors, okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I say minors, I mean like
coal.
coal.
Way to save yourself.
Some people say
No,
man
but when I say
is
minors,
made
I
out
mean
of
like the
mud.
13-year-olds that play Minecraft.
Yeah, I mean the 13-year-olds in the Democratic Republic of the Congo who are literal minors.
I want to feel your diamonds. No, okay.
Yeah, no, but it does sound like, oh, hey, look, so get this, I was cleaning up the bar, bunch of fucking Duggars walks in, gets my floor all dusty, yeah, from their mining activity. Can you believe that? It's like they think because they dig up all the coal in this town, they just get to walk their Duggary boots everywhere. You're the only one who's thinking this.
No, you're fine. No, this is completely canon. I brought this up saying, like, is it weird that this makes me uncomfortable? And you just ran with it, and I'm just, like, sitting here paralyzed. Like, fuck. Like, this is a real fear.
He said it like 8 or 9 times,
He
and
said
I
it
just
with
want to
disdain.
cry.
You said it like, you know that joke where, like, Jews is perfectly innocent until you say it like Jews. like Duggars.
Is that Sarah Silverman who's like, you put a little stink on it? Or is that
it's probably
someone
Lucy Kay.
else? Oh, that is
I have to
Lucy
stop
Kay.
doing that. I said I didn't want to do that thing. Like, hey, you want to hear this funny thing someone else said? I just listened to too much stand-up. Like,
Well,
everything
I
is
was
like,
gonna say,
oh,
it's-
you know who said that?
It's worse when the follow-up is, it's Louis C.K.
I love, you know, okay, I'm not going to.
Well, no. I mean, it's obviously, yeah, no, like, just like comedians who have, like, I mean, I like the Beatles, and they aren't exactly great to people
they
in their
done?
personal life. Well, John Lennon is, like, famous for kind of, like, being abusive to his, like, wife and children.
Was
a bit.
that
Now, granted, he was a
Onuaku?
heroin addict, so there's, like, some sickness involved in there, but yes, I'm, like, not to defend
Was that-
abusers. Like, he was objectively abusive.
Was that the lady that, like, everyone gave him shit for putting in the band? Is it that lady? that he
Yeah,
was
so
abusive
it's,
towards?
he's not
Yoko
famous
Ono.
for
Is
being...
that right?
Yes,
Okay,
Yoko
cool.
Ono. He's not
Dangerous.
Lily, you can step in and correct me. I don't believe he's famous for being abusive. I believe it's his first wife and his first child. Whatever.
Oh my god. Sorry. I just
Whoever the
remembered
fuck-
something. Dog, aren't you... Is he the guy who did, like, Women Are the...
Yes. Yeah, no, so I would like you...
What a fucking insane...
I would like you all on your computer at home. Megan, I don't know if you know this, but
No,
you
we're
can-
not doing that.
Don't look it up. We're not having it in the video. Never mind. But if you want to, John Lennon, King of Peace and Love. You know, type in John to Spotify. Type in John Lennon, Woman Is. See what comes up. Turns out he wasn't all peace and love after all. But yeah, no, the man is like.
What an insane thing to do.
What an insane quote. Like, he thought of that, and he was like, Yoko, get me a pen!
God damn Zack.
I'm thinking like we imagine a world where all the people above are the same religion, and imagine if there were no country borders, and then I also have this second idea.
Wait, what is the song title?
I can't. So you know that
We
song?
cannot.
It's similar to that song
Just
about.
Google it.
It's similar to
Google
that.
it.
It's
No, hold on. This will be great. I want Megan's reaction to Google. Don't even whisper it. Google this, Megan. I want to Google. Not. Hold on. Is your mic on?
Should it be?
Yes.
Okay.
John Lennon, woman is.
This is. If we get guests, we just have them Google this.
And we're gonna start off.
Reminds me, this
Would you like to hear my John Lennon
Oh.
impression? I'm just doing things while the microphones are being turned on, my friend.
this
Just like John Lennon.
reminds-
would.
Woman is.
You always clap like you've just gotten a brand new Xbox.
I'm so happy right now.
Like a symbol monkey.
I have to show Madeline.
You know what's
that.
embarrassing?
She fucking loves John Lennon. That's so funny.
Well, let me give you a
You
spin.
know who I bet likes John Lennon? Probably,
Is this a song?
Levy Min's probably like John Lennon's #1 fan.
Levy Man's like,
Ruined Blippy.
oh my god!
We're not bringing that. Don't bring that up. That's been overdone. I appreciate the laughter, not my joke.
No, yeah, but like,
What? Is it a song?
it's a whole song.
Great.
That's the thesis of an entire song. And it's like one of those things.
There wasn't like one black
Wait,
guy in the
Zack,
recording studio.
Let me go. No, it's not even. But it's not like one of those. Like, you can listen to it and you can be like, yeah, I guess I get what he means. But it's like.
When was it written?
It's like if during the pandemic.
Not 1864.
It's like if during the pandemic I had just been like, oh, all the real Jews are all the medical professionals. It's just like, oh, it's not. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's a bad analogy and it's wrong. You know.
I'm just curious when he wrote it because I feel like if this came out in like the 70s, that's
Looks
still.
like I
it's
ruined
pretty
my own
good.
momentum by
After
further
the Beatles
analyzing.
broke up.
Oof.
That's probably why they broke up. They were trying to get this song on the album.
For the last time, John, we're not putting it on the new album.
I've been trying since Yellow Submarine, bitch. Put it on there.
You guys.
Okay, look, Ringo.
1981?
You got to write your song about an octopus's garden, all right? I think we need to let everyone in the room have their turn to say what
We
they
all get
think.
one song.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one.
You guys, it was written in 1981.
Yeah.
Yikes.
To Kill a Mockingbird was written 50 years before that. And they even say, yeah, you shouldn't use that word.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I was content, bro. That was good. That was fucking awesome.
You know, like how Eminem is like, it's
Holy
not my
shit.
place. Not fucking John Lennon. Holy shit. Not that guy. He was like immediately, he's like, oh, rock and roll? Like, am I? Yeah, okay, awesome. America. He didn't even think about it.
Do more. I'm enjoying this. I'm blank, but I'm enjoying this. I'll cut out the dead air. Think Julian's fucking. I'll do a Julian's best John Lennon roast. Julian roast John Lennon for like 5 minutes. I'll do it. I'll make you look good, dog. Don't worry. This is
like
good.
there's
This is
this
what's
great-
gonna make you famous.
It's
buddy.
all
Keep
based
going.
off of like this.
Hannibal Buress had fucking.
Hannibal,
Are you talking about?
Hannibal Buress
and
had Bill Cosby. You get John Lennon, dog.
He has so many songs that are just like, oh, what if we lied naked in a room together and just experienced the flowers and the movement of the world around us? And then he's got other songs like, yeah, guess fucking what?
He's like, no, you don't understand. You're supposed to be on LSD when you listen to this.
Well, no, so here's the why. This is a
Grateful
John
Dead,
Lennon. This
never
is
mind.
kind of like a little bit of a stand-up thing I do, but it's too weak for the stage, so it's perfect for here.
Fuck you.
So
I just gave you an A+ Bukkake joke. You're not gonna bring your good material here? You piece of shit, I demand. I'm joking, you go.
I would say, so there's this article, I read this whole interview that he was doing. Are you familiar with the conspiracy, like people think Paul McCartney died?
Nope.
So there's this conspiracy theory that you and Levy would probably both very much enjoy.
Probably not.
That is more plausible than that O.J. Simpson was innocent, but less plausible. No, it's more plausible than aliens too. So the theory is
No, go fuck yourself.
the theory is that Paul McCartney died in a car crash sometime before the release of the White Album. I forget exactly when, but the theory is they
when they also
they
released?
all famolenn got into a car crash. I forget what.
John
year.
Lennon was like, I demand the Black Album. Okay, sorry, I'm done. Continue.
John Lennon
He
was
died.
like, hey, and you know who fucking cut us off? No, but so they crashed the car. The joke was that it was a woman, but that didn't really go.
No,
like
it
that.
didn't.
But it came off.
You know he
worse.
can't drive.
But I mean, to be fair, you can only write that song. You can write that song and have it played so many times before people start thinking the worst of you. So I'm sorry, John. But also, no. So there's this theory that Paul McCartney died in a car crash, and if you play the White Album, have you heard about people playing Revolution Number 9? It's a song on the White Album, playing it backwards.
I've never purposefully listened to
Have
the
you
Beatles.
seen it ever parodied in pop culture that if you play a record backwards, something mystical happens?
No,
that is the
more so
record where that comes from.
More so
that
the
trope.
demonization of rock and roll. But continue.
Yes. Okay. So that kind of yes, that comes along
Ozzy
with
Osbourne.
it. But that's one of the first ones. I don't know if it's the first, but I believe it's one of the first ones where, and you can hear John Lennon, instead of saying number 9, number 9, number 9, you can hear he's a dead man turned me on, is what it sounds like if you listen to number 9, number 9. And there's all this background radio static, and he's making like a lot of weird noises. Like, I apologize in advance, Megan, but this is one of the noises that he makes on the song. He goes, like that's on the third to last Beatles album they ever released. Is John was like, hey guys, like he was like, George, let me have the mic, and they were like, okay, as long as you don't do some stupid shit, and he was like, no problem. But it sounds like it's horrifying to listen to. But it sounds like someone suffocating with a piece of 60s automobile wedged through their chest. It does sound terrifying. But so the whole theory is that this song is about Paul McCartney being dead, and he says,
wait, hold on, did he do that on purpose? That's actually very
second
creepy.
piece to
that
that
makes
story.
me very scared.
Oh yeah,
actually.
no, listen to it backwards.
Dead
It's quite
man
creepy.
play me.
Dead man turn me on.
That's very creepy.
It's a creepy phrase.
Did he do it on
yeah.
purpose? Did he ever say why? That he did?
I haven't read it.
That makes me
Lily?
very uncomfortable.
There's also a couple of other. I mean, first off, there's also another, like, one of the lines I think in one of the songs
fucking
that you play
spooky.
backwards is literally "Paul is dead." So, one of
Right.
them.
Yes.
And, then also,
and another one says Paul.
Yeah.
People say Paul is
And
dead.
then Abbey Road, the one where they're all walking on the street.
Yeah.
People have insinuated that the way that they are dressed is supposed to be a funeral, traditional, like, funeral brigade that, like, I think that one of them is holding, like, something that...
So John
yeah.
Lennon, he's wearing all white, and white symbolizes death. And then following behind him is Ringo Starr, who I think is he's dressed like a pallbearer. And then behind him is Paul McCartney, who's wearing no shoes, where it goes with the famous, like, dead men don't need shoes, so he's barefoot. And then behind him is George Harrison, who's dressed in all denim. I don't know what the rationale for this, but he's supposed to be the grave digger. In theory, this is all, oh man, we're showing him a new conspiracy theory. Maggie, get this. But, like, so there's all of this stuff that says the original Paul McCartney is dead. The Paul McCartney that's alive now is a fake. So John Lennon, in refuting this, he was asked this in an interview. Side note, are you familiar with the song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds?
Okay, I'm familiar
Okay,
with that one.
so this is a much shorter story of how Lucy in the Sky, Diamonds, LSD, yeah? So people have insinuated that the song is about LSD because it is Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Makes sense, right? They all famously took LSD. They all famously wrote a bunch of trippy music. John Lennon was quoted as saying in an interview once, he was asked about the Paul is dead stuff. And he's like, that's ridiculous. That's just as absurd as the people who think that Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds stands for LSD. Yeah. And I was like, the thing you just said wasn't actually that far of a reach. It's like you're saying, it's like, oh, it's ridiculous. It's like assuming that Bill Clinton did more than inhale that marijuana or something like that. Like, or he did not inhale, whatever, you know? It's one of those, like, it's a very stupid way to put it because it's like, that's pretty fucking likely, John. This could be a new TikTok of its own, just me poorly explaining all this Paul is dead stuff to you.
Actually, I'm gonna look for a video on that.
No, it's
That's
kind of
fucking.
it's fun
that's
and no,
weird.
it's one of those things that's fun to trip yourself out to. Like, listen to Revolution Number 9 backwards. It's spooky. Listen to it in the dark. Close your eyes. Put headphones on. It's got ASMR stuff, so it goes.
Well, you know how you've heard about like the Manson family and the Beatles, right? Well, okay, so basically all that they listened to were the Moody Blues and the White Album, and there's a song called Piggies on the White Album that they used, like they decided they took the piggies, the political piggies, and wrote pigs on the wall. And then they said that the White Album had told them, they listened to the White Album backwards, and it told them that that there was going to be a race war, and that's what Charles Manson blamed on. That's why it's called Helter Skelter. That's why the book is called Helter Skelter, because he tried to use that as an excuse. Later on,
And then John Lennon later, with his famous 1981 song, stepped in to clear a few things up about who the war was.
When was Charles Manson? When did they go to jail?
69.
No, I was joking about the women.
I got you.
He
No, I was building a timeline.
It was the
in my
summer
head.
of
I got you.
'69 that they.
It was the
that they
summer.
got murdered, or that Sharon Tate got murdered. So it was probably like 70 when they got indicted. I think. I don't know, something like that.
I think
arrested
that's.
in 1967.
67. Oh crap.
I think it's less. That's less interesting to me, just because, like, we're dogging on. Fuck me. We're dogging on John Lennon, but I wouldn't put it past Charles Manson to say anything. You know what I mean? I don't.
No. This is not rationalizing.
No.
This is stuff that he did to.
Yes. He was trying to plead insanity. So and saying that the Beatles told him to do it. Like it's. I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying it's interesting that he decided. Like he said that the White Album, the Helter Skelter that the Beatles were talking about was a race war that he had himself fabricated. And then he was going to send everybody off to the desert because he was scared. When he killed those people, he thought that he could get away with writing piggies on it and the cops thinking that it was black people. But he was worried that then he would get retaliation by black people because he was crazy and he assumed everybody would know all this stuff was happening.
Yeah.
So that's when he tried to run, and that's when he got arrested.
Doc, I swear, I didn't mean to stab her. Cactus Jack told me to do it. That's what I was holding on to.
Who's Cactus Jack?
He's a rapper.
Travis Scott, right? Yeah.
I don't know how that name came about.
No, just because it's like that's the pleading insanity. If I were in court and I was just like, guys, what are you talking about? Justin Bieber told me to kill all of those people. Then you would just lean into that. So even though the Beatles do have this like venerated mysticism, it's really just the same as saying that whatever popular artist.
Did you guys
It's like
ever
saying
hear
that
about
Elvis
those kids?
told you to kill people.
What was that?
Those kids, they're like teenage girls that killed their friend because they said Slenderman told them to. Do you ever read about that? It's really fucked.
You know, I think John Lennon was right. No.
They stabbed her like
John,
40
oh,
times or something
Julian.
crazy in the woods.
What did you think of, Zach? What was your comment that you wanted to say that you thought of?
Oh, it was. I did say it.
No, it's
No,
I was joking because you got my joke, and I was trying to pin it on you.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to do a quick switch.
I can keep talking about this, but we hit an hour, so I think we should wrap up episode 2, my friend.
All right. You know what? I think there was...
No, we're not doing that
play this
for the
song?
third fucking... No! No! You absolutely cannot play this song.
Yeah, it's copyright
Why
restricted.
the fuck would you... No, you were fucking with me. I know you're joking. You did scare me for a second, though.
Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. And we all going together.